Hello, YouTube. Thought we'd do a quick video here. We're gonna call this part one. Now, let me kind of explain. And I'm kind of tweaking this as I go, I guess. It's not as easy to try to get all this remote stuff to work. But what I did is I found a new location that, as the crow flies, it is 3.619 miles away as the crow flies to my repeater. I did post, you'll see it here, the terrain graph. I went back and I got the graph, I mapped it out, and you can see that on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. I do have it set for my antenna height. For the car one, on that particular website, you cannot enter 1.5. It's either 1, 2, 3. You can't do a decimal. So I set it to 6 feet, but it don't really matter because, as you can tell by the graph, I have a hill, I have terrain in the way. Now, here's the thing. Um, I'm doing this video now in the winter time, so there's no leaves on the trees. My graph that you see at the bottom right hand corner does not include buildings, trees, any other man-made items, or nature too for that matter, as in trees. So that just what you see there is just the terrain of the land. So as you can tell, it's a red line from antenna 1 and a 2. That means there's no line of sight. So if it's a green line, that means there's line of sight for the most part, unless you have trees in the way or a building, of course. So as you can tell, I do not have good line of sight. Now I picked this spot because I get good reception out here. Um, I get about a 4 out of 4 for the cellular, so that's why I picked this location. Um, so this is how I'm going to try to do any distance tests, any um, antenna build tests. I'm going to try to incorporate in the video the terrain layout so you know what I'm up against when I do a video. Like I said, whether it's distance test, whether it's a antenna build test, or even an antenna that I bought. So, with that being said, I'm going to try to do this as part one, as the um, does wattage give you more distance, or does it give you penetration through objects more? So, I have my amplifier hooked up. I have the watt meter hooked up, and I'm going to start the car so that we have full wattage. You got the graph here, the S1 graph. There's also another number off to the right hand side of the graph. If you look between the graph and the settings, the zoom, the contrast range, there's a bar number will be there too, so you can look at that. So let's go ahead and try that. Now, I think it's about 30 watts I get out. Let me go ahead and key this up. You can tell when I key it up because you'll see a red light come on the amplifier. And I have it set so that it will record and play back if I can hit the repeater this far away. Like I said, I'm 3.6 miles away as the crow flies to my repeater. And I will tell you here the wattage as soon as I key up. Radio check, radio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, as you can see, there's going to be 2 readings you're going to get. You're going to get the first reading is what we want. That's the signal that how the antenna is receiving it. The second signal you see that pegs the needle, that signal does not count. That is coming from the repeater. So that's why, obviously, when I have my antenna close to the repeater, it pegs the needle. So do not disregard the second reading. It's the first one we had. And it looked like about an S9, um, approximately, with one red bar after that. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to turn the volume up. We had about 28, 29 watts coming out, according to the meter I have hooked up over there. You probably cannot see that, but that's what I have. And the car is running for full um, wattage. So let's try this one more time. Radio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it looked like it was about an S9 from what I can tell. It's a little delay, so I can't give you the answer right away. I got to wait for it to come back to me. So it's a little bit of a delay. So if you're wondering why it's taking me a while to say what it is because I have to wait for it to come through the internet to me. But let's think about an S9. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a handheld here. And right here's the handheld. I'm going to take the antenna off and I'm going to hook the outside antenna onto here. And we're going to see how this works. And hopefully all this will work hand in hand. So I'm going to put you on pause for a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I do have it up here. And I'm going to show you. I have the outside antenna hooked up. We're going to key up this radio. We're going to see what the readings are. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Radio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it looks like maybe about S9. Um, let's see what. Let's try this again. Like I said, it's kind of hard for me. I got a delay. It's kind of funny. When I did this earlier today, it worked smoothly. I didn't have any delays. So I guess early morning's the best time to do this. Um, Traffic gets busy with the cell phones and all that stuff. I guess apparently. So learned a lesson there. Let's try it one more time. Radio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. It looked like about an S9. It looks pretty equal with the amplifier, which is very interesting. Um, yeah, that's very interesting. Like I said, this is going to be part one. I'm kind of fine tuning stuff. I I thought for sure I'd see a little more with the amplifier hooked up, and obviously, it don't look like it is. It looks like about the same from what I can tell here. So, at any rate, let's call this part one. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below, and please subscribe. Thank you, and have a good